Hi, K Pearl. Looks like you are the first person in the chat today. And George, hey, let's see. I turned on the camera a minute and 21 seconds ago. And so I'm going to let the room. Okay, so we've got 17 people, 4 likes, 5 likes now. Thank you guys. Hey guys, okay, so we got, let's see, James G, Ruby, R, Murdiff, Snake, Moron, and my fella TJ, K Pearl, Julian, Garp, R, Murdiff, Garp, D first. Hi everyone. And Julian specifically is in Chicago. This is a story that I'm not sure if I've talked about on the channel. I actually got a scholarship to take acting lessons from the Piven Theater School of Acting, which is Jeremy Piven, who played Ari on Entourage. I met him at Sundance, and he had been on TMZ. And I said, when he was on TMZ, the TMZ guy walked up to him and said, hey, your mom teaches, you have an acting school out in Chicago, right? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, but you're doing this. And the TMZ guy is like, yeah. And Jeremy goes, why don't you do something better with your life? And the TMZ guy is like, okay, what do you suggest? And he goes, I'll tell you what, put down the camera, stop filming me, and I'll pay for you to take acting lessons out in Chicago through my mom's acting thing. And the guy's like, oh, I'm married with kids. I can't just quit my job. But I'm watching this in December of, 2011. And I'm like going, oh, I could do that. I could do that in a heartbeat. So so it was December of 2010. So I'm like, I could do that. And so I knew that he had a film coming to the Sundance Film Festival. And so I said, when he came, I first asked if I could get a photo with him. And he said yes. And then I said, I've got a question for you. And he's like, I'm running to the bathroom. I'll do it. And then I'm running back inside. I'll do it when I'm leaving. So like an hour later, he is leaving this party. It's like midnight or something like that. I turn on my camera and I start to film. And in fact, it's actually, I think this video is still on my channel. It's called the Piven Challenge or something like that. And so I said, so I kind of recapped that thing and I said, so you told the guy that you would pay for him to take acting lessons. Will you do the same for me? And he goes, you want to take acting lessons? I'm kind of like, if you're paying for them, I do. And he goes, okay, give me your information. So I gave him my fake business card, which I had taken my old driver's license and photocopied it and made a business card out of it. I gave it to him. And after a couple of weeks, I didn't hear anything. So I called the school. I told them what had happened. And the person on the phone said, let me check into it. And 3 weeks later, I got a message from the Piven Theater School, like a letter saying, congrats, you have a scholarship to attend a semester at the Piven Theater School. And it was set to be for the summer, but I had kidney stones and had to have like 3 kidney stone surgeries in a short period. So I actually went to, I put that on pause and I went to Chicago, lived in Chicago. I was in Logan Square, just off of Frisco Avenue, if anyone knows where that's at. And yeah, I took acting lessons, which were in his mom's acting school, where, by the way, Jeremy Piven grew up acting and going and taking acting lessons from his parents. His mom and dad both did like stage and casting and stuff. And like John Cusack and Joan Cusack and Walsh, another couple big name people in Hollywood actually took acting lessons from this. And they're in, I want to say it was Evanston, Illinois is where that acting class is. But so I got to do that. And then to tie this in and wrap up this story before we move on to like the comments and questions and stuff, it was while I was there that I met Taylor on my birthday at a Halloween party. And we then recorded the Skippy and Taylor dates 1 and 2. And that was there. And my friend Mitch English had said, like, hey, Skippy, did you watch the show Virgin Diary that just came out? And I said, no. And he said, at the end of the show, they have a link to, if you know someone that's a virgin, have them email us. And so I emailed in, and they emailed me back within like a day or two. And at that point, they liked my story, I guess, and continued to do updates. But at the end of that semester of taking classes, I couldn't afford to keep living out there because I was trying to find a job, but I was only doing temp things, and the prices in Chicago were way more expensive than in Utah. So I quit that, came back and finished up my final semester of college and graduated. And that's my Chicago story. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the top. Let's see. We got, what do you think about the state-enforced homosexuality? I have no idea what you're talking about. Skip, we can't hear you. Oh, you can't hear me. Let's see. That was turning it off. Oh, is it possibly because of the fan? Let's see here. Can't turn that off. I'll turn it down. Is the sound better now? Thumbs up or yes. We can hear you? Okay. We can't hear you fine. Okay. So maybe just some people couldn't. Okay. My apologies for that. Hopefully it's going good. Let's see. I graduated college. Yes, I graduated from Utah Valley University. Oh, by the way, let me pause and say up here, these are the topics that we'll be talking about today. That I did this upcoming, that's the word interviews that my penmanship is horrible. Upcoming interviews, a big video, because I guess most D's have a crook on the top part. Okay, hopefully that looks a little bit better. A big video and Q&As. So we'll do Q&As, and then I'll talk about the upcoming for a little bit. I'll talk about the upcoming video, and then, I'll do upcoming. Okay, we'll do some Q&As as I'll read this side section and go through like 5 or 10 of those. Then I'll pause and we'll talk about upcoming interviews. And then I'll talk about the big video I've got coming up. And then we'll finish with some Q&As. See, it's 5:10 Utah time. So we'll see where we're at about 5:30 and keep going from there. Okay, let's see. Q&As. What did I go to school for? Communications with an emphasis in broadcast journalism, but they did away with the program while I was there. My goal is to get paid to interview celebrities. Skippy, Taylor, or Tracy, who's better? Let's see. Tracy, only because she's single right now, from what I understand. Taylor is married. Let's see. And in the overall scheme, if both were single at the same time, and by the way, this is really fun, great question. I would say if I didn't stand a chance with either of them, but provided like it was a level playing field and I just met both of them, Taylor, just because Taylor is Mormon and current, and she and I both have the same political views. And even though Tracy and I do too, she's way more extreme than I would say I am. Anyways, great question. Let's see. Maybe the speakers were off. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Thoughts on LDS being a cult. I understand how people think that. I'm not here to defend Mormonism. If you guys want to, I obviously wouldn't be a member of the Mormon Church still if I thought it was total BS. And I also totally get and appreciate that some people have real problems with it, right? That they're like, hey, this and this and this and all these things and stuff. I'm not going to fight you on that. If that's your experience, and I'm not even really a good member of my church. I've been very less active for the last 6 months, but I still have a belief system. I have a copy of the Book of Mormon, but I'm also not going to sit here and quote scripture at you guys. I occasionally bring it up, Bet you guys don't turn to this channel because of Mormon talk. Okay, let's see. Have I got any series planned? Maybe I'll end up talking about that. Make the world a better place. Put a kiss on Skippy's face. Yes, I love that shirt that I've done. Do you start to go to the gym? Yes and no. I literally was headed there one day and had kidney stone pains as I was going, and it stopped me. And I went back and I'm like, maybe I should drink more water. And I often drink Mountain Dew, but I'm going to pour water onto the ground so that you can see this is not green. This is water. Water. Okay. And put something on. Okay, let's see. Reach out to Tracy, man. She's so fun. Tracy is awesome. Jamari kind of crushed you, or better commentary channels out there. I'll address the Jamari thing quick, and I'll say it in just this very general way. There's enough room out in YouTube land for everyone to succeed, right? If you want to subscribe to a channel, do so because you like it and you like the content. If someone tells you to go subscribe and you go subscribe and you like that channel, keep watching it. And I would say keep doing that regardless of whether or not the person who told you to go subscribe now thinks that that channel is BS. If you continue liking it, cool, right? If you don't, then don't, right? And there have been people that have unsubscribed to me since I separated myself from that. And I think that's pretty much all I'll say, because I'm not here to talk crap about him or anybody. In a very rare move of tact and trying to just shrug something off, I'm going to leave it at that. Unless there's really tons and tons more questions or something like that, or you have something specific, but I think that's a good way to address that. Okay, let's see, can I say hello to you, Peps? Yes. Let's see, Stephen, what, Tracy single? Oh no, you can't attend their wedding. I'm not sure her exact state right now. I need to try and catch up with her. When was the last time you talked to Los Pos? I don't know who they are. Drink less soda. I should. My mom is single if you're interested. Not joking. William M. Is she in Utah and between the ages of 30 and 43? If so, let me know. If not, I'm not looking to have long distance romances right now, I guess. Let's see. Skippy, what is your opinion on Catalan independence? I'm not sure what that is. I should Google it. Maybe I will write onto the ground. Yeah. Let's see. What does it mean to be a Mormon? The 2-second version. What does it mean to be a Mormon? To be a Mormon means that you believe that there are still prophets and apostles on the earth. Although you spelled it, what was it? You spelled it slightly off, and so maybe you, you spelled it M-O-R-M-A-N, and Mormon is M-O-R-M-O-N, so maybe you're referring to something else, not Mormon, M-O-R-M-O-N. You get what I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Hey, Skippy, chat, hope Sunday was good. Thank you. Make a video of you at the gym. I need to. That's that's in the process of things that will be coming up. In fact, let's pause and talk about for a second upcoming interviews. So if you've got a really important question, hold on to it in case it scrolls up while I talk about the following interviews. Okay, so excuse me. Should I write this in? Okay, so my very next video will be with Alex Sulkin. And Alex Sulkin, my penmanship is so horrible. I am like, one person said to me in the comments, like, I can tell you're a, what was it like? I can tell you're a mass murderer based on your penmanship. Man, I hope that's not the case. I also have a genetic tremor. That's why I shake all the time. If that's the way they determine mass murderer status. But I've got to think there are actual mass murderers out there that have great penmanship. Okay, so let's try that one more time. So Alex Sulkin, who is the current showrunner for Family Guy. He started it out on the Craig Kilborn show in the late 90s. He co-wrote with Seth MacFarlane Ted 1, Ted 2, A Million Ways to Die in the West. He created Dads, which was a short-lived show on Fox, I believe. Yeah, Alex Sulkin, I interviewed him. That's recorded. That's not upcoming. That's interviewed. And that is coming up what I believe is Wednesday. Okay, that's way better than before. And that was even with me talking about how horrible my penmanship is. Okay, so Alex Sulkin coming up this probably Wednesday. The reason why I say probably is because I'm getting help with a friend of mine who has another job and is doing a ton of things, is helping me with part of it. And then I've got my part of it to do. And anyways, that's coming up. And then here's something fun that I've been trying to do, okay? And I'll be talking about this in the future interviews that I do. I've been reaching out to people on Cameo, because remember, I'm on Cameo. If you want, I'm not begging. You can find me at IamSkippy on Cameo. I've been reaching out to people on Cameo to try to get interviews for my channel. And one of the people that I have a message out to is, I'll tell you all three of the people that I've reached out to recently. One is the writer of Pitch Perfect. Her name is Kay Cannon. Who knows if she'll be up for it. I reached out to, does anyone know who Bill Romanowski is? From what do you call it? He had played on the Raiders and on what do you call it? I think he played in Philadelphia, but the Denver Broncos also. Anyways, here is, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but that's all the gray is me. His response is that little part there, and then me following up with more information. But his little part was a thumbs up, followed by 2 words. So that might happen, might not. I also haven't heard back from them, but they are in the middle of their basketball season. The 2 guys are, and let me pull up to see if by chance either one of them has responded recently. But Eric Mika, who used to play at, Eric Mika used to play for Brigham Young University. He got drafted, I believe, by the Sacramento Kings, and he played at least like a 10-day contract there. And then his teammate is named Josh Perkins. Josh Perkins holds like 1 million records at Gonzaga University, and both of them are playing in NBA Europe. And the way they found my channel, I think, was through H3H3. And then Eric Mika had me make a cameo for Josh Perkins. And I was like, you guys should be on Cameo yourselves. I should be interviewing you. And they kind of said, oh, sure, why not? And then just their schedules got tied up. And so that's hopefully in the works. Did I mention ever? Oh, and then Deanna. I haven't secured an exact time yet. And actually, I talked to Deanna like a month and a half ago, but I didn't know that when you record on if you do a video chat through like Facebook Messenger and you record it onto your phone, it doesn't save the audio because of like laws that says that Facebook and what's the other one? And you can't screen record like FaceTime conversations also, because states have like two-party laws that don't allow that. So I have to do any interview I do through Zoom. I can't just record it on my phone. Okay, but those things are coming up. And then one or two other people that I've talked, but I haven't even gotten a soft possible confirmation about that, but I'm going to be doing those. And so the way I'm tying this back to the workout videos question is that my hope is that what I start doing with my channel is like a interview, like maybe one interview a week, right? Maybe one workout that I've been doing and have been, you know, like some time of me working out at the gym or running around errands and trying to get my life together stuff. When I can get dates to go, girls to go with me on dates, putting those in. But I know some of you guys think that I ignore all the comments all the time and that I don't take any of your guys' suggestions. And that is sometimes true, but it's not entirely true. And one thing that I've had, that I've heard, air quotes, a lot, but people tend to dwell on the negative. So it maybe hasn't been said that much, but I may have been dwelling on it. So admittedly, is just Skippy, stop filming your dates. Girls don't want to have a camera in their face. If you're ever going to get married, there's no way you're going to do it with a camera. In my defense, though, whenever I ask a girl on a date and she says yes, I'm like, awesome. And I try to wait a beat or two and say, oh, by the way, I have a YouTube channel and I sometimes film some of those dates. Would it be okay if we filmed the date? And most often the next question is then send me a link to a video or something like that. I don't know, something like that. I can't just assume that every girl I ask on a date is going to say, well, obviously, yes, because I'll get rejected far more than I'll ever get accepted. But then that they'll even want to be filmed. And so all of that is to say, I would love to be able to put up a date video a week or even like every other week. My hope is that as things improve for me and my channel and stuff, that I can get like 1 or 2 a month up on my channel. That would be awesome. Some of you guys think that I shouldn't do any. Some of you guys think that that's all I should do. I'm hoping to mix it in with a variety of things. That said, okay, I feel like we have enough people here watching. Let's see, we've got 66 people right now. You know, I'm going to wait until there's 69 just because 69 is a funny number. As soon as the 69th person comes in, I'll just happen to mention a big video. Oh, 70, cool, we're there. Hey guys, okay, so a semi-big announcement, right? And I've kind of known that this would be coming for me and my channel for a little bit, but I want to go back and give you a very, if it takes more than a minute and a half for me to say, a very short bit of background. Okay, in 90 seconds. When I was going through that very rough patch, and Ethan and Gila set the ball rolling for like, hey, let's help out Skippy. And I was feeling just so overwhelmed with the kindness and generosity of others. I was thinking, what can I do to say thank you to people that have supported me and my channel during that period of time? And so I had a date that was filmed last Father's Day with a girl named Olivia, who not only agreed to go on the date, but it was set up through my YouTube channel. Story I can tell for another time. I've only got the 90 seconds here. But that happened, and I hadn't posted that video yet. So when I got that overwhelming support from people, I'm like, hey, what I'll do is I will send the link to the video to all the people that have supported me during that time. And I don't have much to give, but that's how I'll say thanks. It's been a year now, and the people that have donated to me, I reached out to every single one of them that I could. I really did. I went through all the messages all the way back to, I think, September 1st, and I sent them a link, and it's been a few weeks that that's been the case. The news is that because the date happened a year ago on Father's Day this year, I'll be releasing the Skippy and Olivia date video onto my YouTube channel. And that's like as big of news as there is for me and my channel, is saying, hey, here's that date video that I got crapped on for not posting for everyone. But that was why. And I thought that was important to say why that was. Okay. So yeah, I did upcoming interviews. I did a big video announcement, Q&As. We're at 5:28 right now. And I've been going for 27 minutes. You guys don't have to stay, but I will keep going and answering questions and reading stuff here on the side until 5:45. So what's that, 17 minutes from now? Okay, let's do this. All right, so I'm just going to the top of the chat where I am seeing it. Let's see. He needs weed for the shakes. I have a genetic tremor. I should look up and tell you guys what. I'm not the only person that this happens to. It's not just my family. My aunt called it the Jessup jitters. It's not just me. It happens for a lot of people. People have said, well, there's medication out there for it. Yes, and I've tried taking some of that medication in the past. And here's the thing with some of the things that I had gone through with mental illness and some of the medications that they had given me to treat my depression and to find out things that were wrong with me. The medication to help the shakes interfered with the medication for the depression and things. And so I didn't take them together, and that's why that is. And if I get to the point where I can have a doctor that gives me something that helps with both and I don't get the side effects, awesome, I'll do that. I don't like having the shakes. The first time I noticed it, or I didn't even notice it the first time. When I was in second grade, a kid next to me, just like some little kid in my second grade class, was like, "You're always shaking. Why are you shaking? Stop doing that." And I looked down at my hands. And I'm like, I didn't even know. Because like when I hold out my hands, right, like I'm not trying to go like this, but sometimes it does. So anyways, my apologies. That's the answer. And would weed help? The last couple times I had tried weed, I don't know that I'd noticed any difference. I think because from what I understand, weed doesn't just take care of that. Otherwise, I think it would be something as simple as like my doctor saying, "Oh yeah, you're screwed unless you take weed." Okay, let's see. Skippy, DJ Slow says, "Skippy, stop chasing women and build something with substance." Good point. She's turning 46 this year and she can move to Utah. Was that about the person's mom or something like that? Let's see. When's your YouTube celebrity boxing match? Who should I box? I'd love those suggestions. Get a lap dance from Spy. Spy lives in Texas. She might still be in the comments here. You can go find her YouTube channel and tell her that in those comments. By the way, my friends at 12A sent me this shirt from Canada. They reached out to me on Cameo. I made a Cameo for Diana, and she's like, "Oh, all the people that we work with, this group called 12A, we love you. Can we send you something?" So they sent it to my P.O. box. I got it and boxed it, and so that's why I'm wearing this. And because I live in Utah and love America, I'm not like out hugging flags, and I don't have a guns are my best friend boner for that, but I love it. So I thought, oh, I'll do both of those things. Okay. Let's see. Skippy, don't you think maybe you should just give up on women and go gay? No, I don't think that. Do gay people ever think that maybe they should just give up on men and go women? Lots of talking, but not saying much. That story of my life, yes. prostitutes exist, Skippy. Yeah, I don't want to. I know they exist. I'm hoping to wait until marriage. I'll pull some weed in the mail. What's your experience with mental health? That's a fair question. To give a short version of it, it's probably way longer than what I ever have known about. I found out about my ADHD and my depression and anxiety. All of that came to a crashing realization right around the time that I was experiencing some very life-changing kind of like everything was coming to a crash, because I was also addicted to opiates during that time. And so there was, so my experience with mental health is I didn't have insurance to be able to have gotten help for probably things in my 20s and, you know, daddy issues or mommy issues or something like that. I mean, like I had a pretty great, a pretty normal or average-ish childhood growing up. I don't have a history of sexual abuse in my family and or pornography or anything. And I don't know why that I said pornography and sexual abuse, because my apologies to anyone that's like sexual abuse and pornography are the same. They're definitely not. You know, I'm just going to drop all the things because I don't want to even say anything about my experience that compares with another, because that's not fair. And there are people that have had it way worse and way tougher than me. And just the way that I experience mental health issues and depression. Yeah, if I had had the funds to be able to have gone to therapy, would I be in a way better place than I am now mentally? Yes, absolutely. And just as a small side note, and I know there's people out there that are going to say, well, no shiz, you are the way you are. As I was experiencing the worst of all those things, I smelt burnt toast all the time. From what I understand now, smelling burnt toast is like a sign of really traumatic, like, what is it, brain cells being damaged and stuff. But yeah, when I was going through the hell of that, and that was also around the time that I first attempted suicide. And so, yeah. Okay. I don't mind addressing topics like that. I think that there's a Debbie Downer mentality where maybe I should have watched the number of people that are still watching go from whatever it was down, because it's tough to talk about those things, but some people really are curious. Okay. Let's see. You're the Supreme Gentleman, the Mormon Virgin versus the Supreme Gentleman. What a match. Is the Supreme Gentleman, or I don't know. Okay. Box Eddie Hall. I don't know who that is. And then Robert C. Bethune says, you talk a lot. Robert, who here right now in this room? I'm going to quote myself to you. I'm still the best looking guy in the room. It's just me here. Who else should be talking during this live chat? Robert? Yes, I talk a lot right now. If there was another person here, I guarantee they would have gotten 1 or 2 seconds worth of time to talk. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking back up. Robert, again, is now at the top. Box with Wine, Box Poppy. Just talk about your experience, stroke seizure. Your bishop might pay for your therapy. That is a fair point. I also felt really guilty because at the time that I was going through some of the things, I was a combination of less active, and then when I would go to church, I would sometimes like say, hey, I don't know how I'm going to take care of this, and my bishop tried to work with me on some of those things, but I felt like, oh, okay, if I'm getting help with like a car payment, that asking for therapy and this and this and this, like I was, I don't know. But yes, that's probably let's see. Holly Beth. Hi, Scott. Hi, Holly Beth. Holly Beth actually has a cameo, or I need to record a cameo for Holly Beth, and that's what I will be doing here in the next couple of hours after I get off. Let's see, we've got 8 more minutes I'm going to do. Piggy Bank, hey Skippy, Blargus, Cringe My Guy. Really, Michael, 96, you're better looking than me. Okay. Eddie Hall is the world's strongest man competitor who is going to smash up Hat for Johnson. Oh, wow. I'd get my, I think I can say ass on here. I would get my ass kicked by him then. Do you want free editing? I get sometimes asked about that, and I have some friends that are good at it. One of the things that I told some people when they had offered to help is that because I'm so anal about and specific about wanting to do it the way that I want and overprotective, like I wanted to be there every step of looking at the editing so that like something didn't get sent to me and I didn't just go like, oh, you screwed up. But I wanted to be like, oh, to be able to put input on a lot of those things. And part of that was also being there to wanting to be there to watch the editing happen with so that I could either learn how to do it myself or something like that. So it's been very tough for me when people have brought that up for me to just say yes. And so the help that I have received has been incrementally. And I'm sure that relates to mental health issues of just being not knowing how to accept help the right way. And then also wanting to give input when it's like, hey, beggars can't be choosers, right? But you still, it's like, oh yeah, but it's my channel, so I want to nitpick some things. So I don't know. I'm screwed up. Maybe I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Reading from the top down, I probably missed a bunch of things. Hey Skippy, hope all is well. Stay until 6. Let's see if there's more than 50 people here in the chat room at 5:45, which is in 6 minutes from now. If there's 50 or more, I'll keep going until 6. But if it dips down, then 5:45 will be it. Let's see. When am I going to start an OnlyFans? I won. Spy lost. I don't need to do an OnlyFans. Let's see. I bought a nice PC just so I can edit for you, Nicholas. Thank you. That's nice of you, man. Bro, this man is down bad. Sorry, Logan, CH. Let's see. Would you ever give up the idea of marriage before sex? No, I hope not to, right? Here's the thing. Like, prior to the first time that I ever grabbed a girl's boobs or asked a girl if I could grab her boobs on a date, I never wanted to I wanted to save even that experience for marriage, right? And so the way that I try and think about it now is it's like, hey, I'm 43 years old. And if I meet a girl that I am head over heels for, and she's head over heels for me, right? And she says, hey, you can go further, right? But I want to wait until marriage. I really, really hope that I can stay to this. And so I want to think that the kind of girl that is right for me, that I'll start having like really serious feelings for, will be the kind of girl that says, hey, I know you want to wait till marriage. And I know that you want to be able to respect. And by the way, just even talking about this, I should also mention, I used to only think I'll only date Mormon girls, right? I've expanded my thinking of that because I kind of think that like if a girl looks at me and says, hey, you're Mormon, that's okay. You want to wait till marriage, that's okay. I like your personality, you like me, and that person's not a Mormon, but all of those other things match on my end, and then I match her version of some of the things that she likes. Okay, cool. I'll do that. And so whereas when I was 22, I was like, nope, I'm only marrying a Mormon. That's it. She has to be this. And now I'm just kind of like, yeah, no, I'll date and marry a non-Mormon girl. I just don't picture myself marrying a girl that wouldn't be totally cool with me wanting to stay and be a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints the rest of my life. And I'm not doing it because my parents say that I have to. I'm doing it because like I had spiritual experiences in my life where I was like, hey, this is a good path for you to be on or to try to be on. And so, anyways, and again, I'm not going to get preachy. That's the experience. That was how it was. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go to the top. Why the hell would you ask to grab boobs on a date? Because if you grab and you don't, then it's non-consensual, Dat Boy Dre. What is the you're unknown? What a gentleman. Really, Michael, you're blabbering again. True. It's true. Let's see. Yes, man. Skippy, much love from the UK. Oh, I love my UK people. And Australia has been really good to me. And New Zealand. Canada is amazing. Oh, man. I really need to. I don't have a passport. I need to get a passport. I need to go travel and make videos or something like that. Yeah. Let's see. Skippy is husband material. No cap. Thanks, Eric Grover. Robert C. Bethune, I love you, Skippy, but I don't think most women will wait for marriage. Skippy, are you still friends with Tracy? As far as I know, I am. Let's see. Okay, so we got Robert Bethune, Stephen Cleaver. Let's see. I respect you for wanting to wait for the temptation even to get too great when you just do it for the sake of it. I missed some words and let's see. Where is the date videos? Go back when this goes online. It was about 10 minutes ago that I mentioned, 10 or 12 minutes ago. When this gets posted onto the channel, go back 12 minutes from this point. I mentioned when the next video is. I respect you for wanting to wait, but temptation never gets too great. When you want to do it, just do it. Oh wait, that was Stevens. Okay, let's see. It didn't move. Okay, let's see. Why do you like LDS Church so much? Let me see. Michael Bless. Send me a message through Cameo, and I will give you a long version, but no one wants that long version right now. How long until you rely on people's, will you rely on people's donations? I don't think I've brought up that people can, there's a little donate button in the corner, and I haven't even mentioned that once, even though my channel finally can do that, and the fact that I didn't bring that up until now, right? Even though obviously you can hit it and donate if you want, but I understand because I got so many comments. All you're doing is begging for money, and I've been trying not to do that since then in a very overbearing way. So my answer to that is donate if you want. I hope you do. There's a button with a $sign, and I will appreciate every penny of it. And if not, thank you guys for watching and liking and subscribing. Let's see. Okay, it's 5:45. Are we above 50? We're above 50. Okay. We'll go 15 more minutes. And if you guys stick around, thank you. And if you leave, I do not blame you. If you want to hit the like button, that also helps. And if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Let's keep going. I know that I can sometimes go off on one question for 10 minutes, but hopefully that means there's at least 2 more questions. And I promise there will be more than that. Do you do the tithing thing for the Mormon Church? When I'm active, I do. When I'm active, I try to. Hey, Skippy, what are your thoughts on MGTOW? I'm not sure what those things stand for. Okay, let's see. Michael Bless, you need to go on a world tour trying to find a wife. I absolutely do. I thought I had a great idea for a thing called 50 Dates in 50 States. And as soon as I Googled it to see if anyone had done it, a much better looking, wealthier looking, younger 21-year-old kid is doing it, and he has it and he has a truck and sponsors and everything like that. And I thought I was like super creative when I'm like, dates, states, oh, hey, now that we're out of COVID, I should start doing that. He's already doing that. And I'm like, if I do that, it will seem like copying. And I swear I didn't know anything about it until I Googled. I'm like, oh, I want to call it 50 Dates in 50 States. And it's taken. Okay, crap. So if everyone has a fun version of that or something I should call it, yeah, maybe I should. That would be way fun. Let's see. Lots of love from Finland. Love Finland. Let's see. Holly Beth donated $50. Tell the family ties story. The family ties story. Okay. So Holly Beth donated $50. I will tell this. So the way that Holly Beth, who I'm going to be making a cameo for today, and I became friends is that she found me on Cameo because she was like, hey, you're, and I believe it was Cameo. She can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she was like, hey, I'd like a Cameo because you're Skippy from Family Ties, right? And I messaged her back going, no, that's who I was given the nickname based on. But no, I'm not Skippy from Family Ties. And I'm like, and even though you paid for this Cameo, I'll still make it for you, but I'll get your money refunded if I can, or I'll send you back your money through Venmo if you want. She found me going like, oh, Skippy, Family Ties. Hey, this is the guy. I'm like, yeah, it turns out I look like this. I think the actor's name is Mark Price. He looks like that. But Holly Beth and I have become friends. In fact, it's Holly Beth that was telling me about, she thinks I should do a vegan cleanse, and I am compromising, and I'm going to start drinking less Mountain Dew and incorporating more juices and stuff. So I've got like a magic bullet thing, and I literally went to the grocery store yesterday and got strawberries, and so I'm going to be doing strawberry and ice smoothies and trying to get healthy that way. But that, unless she wants something else mentioned. Oh, and someone CA donated $6.99. Let me scroll up to see. Oh, see Bomber Boy donated $6.99. Thank you guys so much. That's so super kind of you. Okay, let's see. That is so kind of you. And then some of you guys are laughing at her for donating $50. I don't know what you guys spend your money on. I'm super thankful, and I haven't been begging for your guys' money. I would think alone the fact that me not begging for money should be worth sending. I don't know. I want to stop talking about the money aspect, but if someone donates money to me on through this, whatever question you have and you want answered, I'm absolutely going to go do. Got 11 minutes. Let's go back to it. Let's see. Giving this man fish who will never learn. Make him get a job. Okay, I'm gonna be a little. Let's see. Reach out to 90 Day Fiance. That show is so cringe. Yeah, those people. I don't know. That's not a show that I would want to go on. Let's see. Have you read the CES letter? Is that Church Educational System Letter Tech? Is that what we're talking about? And the answer is no. Let's see. Let's see. Largus, yes, I want a pat on the head. Largus, ask me a question. That was the way I responded to that. If you didn't like my answer, I'm sorry. I don't get the extreme negativity. If you don't like my answers, you don't have to stay in the chat. I don't know what to tell you. I don't get the extreme negativity when I'm not being, I don't know. I guess I just don't get that level of negativity with people. So I'm going to try to ignore comments like that and just talk about people that have actual questions. I like the park date vid for, let me see this time. Let's see. I like the park date vid for Skippy Squad members. I don't think the girls are into the whole contest thing. It seems like you're taking it too seriously, and enough with the gift, Skippy. Quadrillion TV. That is a very good point. I think I will be stopping the gifts like I had been. And as mentioned earlier, and since Quadrillion just brought it up, I'll talk about it really quick. My big video announcement was that since my date with Olivia happened a year ago on Father's Day, I am going to be now posting that video publicly on my channel on Father's Day a year later. And if you really want, you can once this goes up online for everyone to watch, you can go back and see why it took me a full year to do. Okay, love you, Skippy. Faith says, love you, Skippy. I think I'm the only viewer from Israel. No way, you're from Israel, Faith? Holy crap. I wish I had been doing, and I probably should do a thing where I get like a map and I pinpoint names or like a journal or something like that, and I write down names of people and where they're watching my videos from, because that just blows my mind. You guys don't have to rip on me for me to know. I'm a 43-year-old guy who hasn't had sex. Why the crap should we listen to you? Why are you so important? There's nothing special about you, right? I understand that, right? I understand that my channel is date videos, me being cringy as hell, me ignoring common sense things, and sometimes occasional funny, lighthearted moments, and I'm hoping to include to that list of things like interviews with people that are kind of fun and entertaining, like my video with Alex Sulkin this coming Wednesday. I really hope that you guys like that video and the interviews that will be coming up in the future. But yeah, I get that I am just a person that is known for being an old Mormon virgin that used to live in his mom's basement. So the fact that you guys watch and pay attention to my channel at all is incredible. The fact that I'm on Cameo and that people as awesome as like Holly Beth and recently my friend, a guy that I made as a friend through Cameo, Mac, and then also Zach and Grant and Rudy, and there's a million friends like that. I've become friends with some of you people because of this whole old Mormon virgin that lived in his mom's basement thing. It blows my mind that happens. I'm so thankful, even if I may seem like a defensive dick about it. I don't know. Thank you guys. I know I'm not famous. I'm, as I mentioned in my very latest video with Spy, I am a barnacle of fame. There's people that are famous. They are sailing the ship of fame. I am a barnacle on that. Thus, I have a YouTube channel. And hopefully I amount to more than that. But currently, I am Skippy the Barnacle. Okay, let's see. What is your dream girl or celebrity crush? Haley Ivins, that's a great question. I can go into that way more in depth a later time. But Olivia Thirlby. Olivia Thirlby. Not Olivia, who my date is with. Olivia Thirlby. She was on Juno. She was Juno's best friend, and she was in the new Judge Dredd movie. Okay. Let's see. Do it for you because you want to upload, not because you want easy money. What even is easy money here? Nicola, I really get the feeling like you should not be subscribed to my channel for all the crap that you're talking, and I'm going to see if I can help you not be one. Let's see. Afterwards, Nicola, I will definitely help you no longer enjoy my channel. Cool. All right. So let's see. Fuzzy Pickles Gaming, go on a date with Holly Beth. Holly Beth lives in Kansas. And I think I'd mentioned this before. I am not like a long distance dater. I'm a here dater. And even then, I'm not good at here dating, let alone other. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, get him, Skippy. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Go to Vegas and live a little, Skippy. Yeah. Other people's version of living a little and mine are different. Let's see. Why does the Book of Mormon talk about swords and metal? Didn't exist in America before Europeans came. You know, Tech, fair point, fair question. Even dragons is mentioned in it, which how the hell and why is that in there? All really good points. I am not here to argue those things. I can just tell you from my experience with it is that, while all that is great, I also know that when if you really want my opinions on religion, send me a message another way. I will get into it more. But I've had experiences where I felt very much the opposite of what you're saying, even though I'm not here to rip on you for saying like, hey, this and this and this. What gives? I totally get it. I totally get it. Okay, Skippy, reach out to the natural lifestyle. Okay. Skippy, please do cold approaches. What are cold approaches? Let's see. If I have the brain cells to, wow. Okay, so I'm not even going to, let's see. That's a very good point. How do I, I'll figure it out after this, because after this gets posted, I'll go in, find the comment, and spam you that way. There, hopefully that will work. Okay, Oh, Random T says, Rudy Liberator, can you just ban Nikola Velchik? This guy is like a spastic child. Yes, Random T's, absolutely. And Rudy, absolutely go ban some of those people for me. While I finish this off, we've got 3 more minutes. I spent way too much time talking about Nikola and some of those other people. I'll read as many as I can. What are you growing your hair out for? Tech. Great question. I'm sorry if I've been missing everyone else's questions. It seems like the same 5 or 6 people have been commenting or questioning. So my goal, and yes, I'm doing this ugly man bun thing, was when the whole COVID thing started, I got a haircut like the first week of March. And then like, I think it was March 13th, generally speaking, everyone's like, hey, COVID is real. Let's all safely lock down. And so it seems like, for the most part, everyone started observing that. And then after like 2 months or around like what was that? Like Labor Day, some people thought that it would be safe to go out and do something. So at that time, I had a mask on. I went to a place and got my hair trimmed, not cut, trimmed, just like literally split ends. But since that day, I was like, oh, wow, COVID is going to go on way longer than this. Like, it's probably going to go until 2021, maybe late into the year or something like that. I'm like, okay, well, I will. And especially because at that time I was working at Deseret Industries, the thrift store, where they didn't have a hair requirement for guys. I can't believe that this is the story that I'm probably going to go out on for this video. Well, so I was like, oh, well, to hopefully, I don't know, in solidarity or just kind of like, I will grow my hair out until there's a vaccine. That was what I was thinking. And I was like, and if by chance it's long enough, right? And it gets to the point where it's like starting to get long, hey, it will be the longest that I've ever had my hair. And if it's long enough, I'll donate it to Locks of Love, because my brother, who has like hair down to the middle of his back, the only times when he cuts his hair is when he'll like chop it off at about like, I think it's the 10-inch mark, and he donates it 11 inches at a time to Locks of Love. I'm like, oh, wow, this is probably the only time I'll ever have in my life. Plus, because I'm going bald or thinning in this area, this will probably be the only time in my life when I grow my hair out. So I'm going to grow it out and donate it to Locks of Love. I am now fully vaccinated. When I went into Great Clips, they had, I asked them how long it had to be. They said it was something like, it had to be like 9 or 10 inches at the time. And this was like 3 weeks ago. I was at something like 7.5 or 8. And so if I've come this far, I'm going to wait until my hair is officially long enough to be able to donate to Locks of Love, because there's this part of me that says, hey, much like, oh, this is a great way to end this. Much like the belly button lint collection, right? My hair right now is kind of gross on me, right? It's not attractive. Much like belly button lint collection, super gross thing. But when Ethan and Gila said to me, hey, Skippy, there was a hurricane. We are getting people that are part of the H3H3 community to donate and we're going to have an auction for hurricane relief. And they said, would you donate your belly button lint collection? I said, hell yeah, that would be awesome. Because instead of like me auctioning off my belly button lint collection for myself or keeping it, yeah, let's do something good with that. And so they helped me, or like I sent them the jar of what I had. I, at the time, knew where my Skippy shirts were. I don't have any Skippy shirts of my own. They're like in a storage unit someplace. Anyways, so I sent like at the time Skippy shirts, pens, button stickers, and then the jar from Virgin Diaries of belly button lint that I had collected, and they auctioned it off for $2,500 that went to victims of hurricane relief. Long, ugly hair on me feels like the same way, where the good that will happen with this is that when it gets chopped off, it will go to Locks of Love. And then I won't ever grow my hair out this length again. Cool story, bro. No, it wasn't. It's 6:03. I'm going to look and see if there's any last things in here that I should look at. Beach Bum Sutu. Thank you, Master Damien. In a very strange way, sometimes there's times when it feels like it does. I need to show you guys a photo of my brother sometime. Him with his hair down to the middle of the back. And I used to, growing up, I was chubbier than him. And then he went into the military. When he came back, he became a trucker and got chubby. So then he became the heavier of the two of us. And him with long hair, I now am as heavy, if not heavier than him. And so we practically look like twins with our long hair. He's 2 years older than me. Okay. Cool beans. Final things, and then we'll shut this down. Bomber Boy, don't cut your hair. I hear that I'm definitely going to cut it, but most of the comments have been the opposite. Yeah, I think that's it for everyone. Okay, so Holly Beth and was it CJ who was the other person that donated to me today? Thank you both for that. You guys don't have to. I am Skippy on Venmo, PayPal. Thank you guys though. This is so cool. 54 of you are in here right now. I got 50 likes with this, and this was just going to be a 30-minute video to let you guys know a little bit about what's coming up. I think you're going to really, really, really like the Alex Sulkin video. He was super kind to me. There will be other videos coming up. I don't know, whatever you think of my channel now, it's hopefully going to get better. I guess when you have the three options are do nothing, quit your channel, or try and get it to grow, I'm going with the trying to get it to grow. And as I do that, I'm definitely going to make mistakes along the way. But I'm super thankful to those of you that are still subscribed and still liking and supporting. And I think there's going to be some fun things coming up. I hope that you enjoyed the date with Olivia video that will be coming out on this Father's Day, as well as some of these other upcoming interviews and videos. That rough patch that I went through is hopefully behind me and things are improving, and I'll keep you guys posted. Thank you for being patient with me along the way. It's meant a lot. There are too many great people to thank. There are some of you that know who you are, and I will be texting today afterwards to say thank you. But I don't know. The people on Cameo that have been getting me to record videos and have been saying special things. I'm not saying you have to get, I'm not throwing out a plug. I'll just say this about Cameo. If you get me to record a Cameo to you, I turn on free DMs and we message back and forth. And there are people that got me to make a Cameo for them a year ago that I still stay in contact with because I turned on the free DMs and we message back and forth that way. And it is so cool. I hope that happens to every one of you guys. I hope that you get to the point in your careers where you have someone that walks up to you and says like, hey, aren't you so-and-so? Man, my friend and I love the YouTube videos that you do talking about whether it's gardening or whether your book club, whatever. Would you mind recording a video to them? And hey, I'll even pay you $14 to do it. It's that cool for me every time I get to make a Cameo. And so it's why my Cameos are like 5 minutes or longer every single time. And maybe I'll get busy enough in my life and I'll get married and I'll have things like sex that will be better to do with my time than make 5 to 30-minute long Cameos. But for now, those are the kind of things that I'm doing. And it is super fun. And I'm so thankful to you guys for your support. I am not sure if I can blur this out, but to the haters and to the rest of you guys, it's supposed to be a heart, I guess.